All right, guys. Just want to make sure that it sound good. Welcome to another edition of y'all guessed it. That's right. All American Sports Network. We're gonna be talking about some good stuff tonight, man. We are going to be discussing about the NBA, what they have just ruled out, about what is going on with this season, with this whole uh, vaccination situation. We will also be discussing some of the news in the NFL, also some of the news on what is going on with the Major League Baseball chasing the American dream. So, y'all know how we do. Sit back, relax, and enjoy another episode of Joe's News and Views. Excuse me, All American Sports Network. You know, we got to get it in. And that's what it's all about. So before I go any further, I want to let you guys know that right now that the NBA has finally put everything down. Like they literally have just told everybody what's going down for the season. Now, I'm not surprised this was going to happen. We all talked about this. We all been saying that there was a good chance that the NBA was going to think of something to basically uh, talk with the players about what they feel like they need to do to actually be productive this season. So I'm about to read you an excerpt of what they're saying about how everything is going to play out and what I personally feel about their decision. Now, again, before I talk about this vaccine, I have to put out this warning to everyone. All right. Please consult with your local CDC guidelines and a doctor. Because I don't want no one to say that I've advised you something, me not being a medical professional. We all have to say this right now because you know how that goes with the situation right now with the whole vaccination situation. So I have to say that. So before anybody come at me saying, well, you know, you should be going in detail about this and that. I'm not a doctor. I and this is just for YouTube to chill. I'm just going to tell you what I think of the situation, and we'll go from there. And that's all I can do at this point. Now, give me 1 second. Trying to wait till it pulls up. Uh, so let me see what I got going on here. I thought it would come up by now, but y'all know how that YouTubes are. They get finicky sometimes. Gets finicky out here on these Google streets. So we're gonna go to the Athletic. All right. Shout out to the Athletic. They keep it 3,000. They tell you what it is, how it feels. Now, I'm gonna go ahead on here and share this part of the page with you, so you can see for yourself that your boy is telling you straight facts. Cause over here, that's all we speak, nothing but facts.
You still using this or no? I need my charger.
Hold on for 1 second, guys. All right, so I want to make sure I got the stream set up for you guys so y'all can actually see. So this is what's going on right here. So the story is as follows: the NBA informed teams of health and safety protocols for the 2021 to 2022 season, including stricter rules for non-vaccinated players, according to the 65-page breakdown that was obtained by sports outlets. Non-compliance could also result in potential loss of play. Now, the NBA spokesman Mike Bass said in a statement on Wednesday that any player who elects not to comply with local vaccination mandates will not be paid for games that he misses. Restrictions on non-vaccinated players include the inability to dine indoors in the same room as another player, 6 feet of distance in a team meeting, and distant locker locations. Any non-vaccinated player must remain at their residence while in their home city or the old team hotel if traveling aside from team activities, outdoor physical activities, or essential errands and emergencies. NBA players who are vaccinated will not have regular testing, while non-fully vaccinated players must have one negative test on a practice or travel day and 2 on a game day. Regardless of vaccination status, all players must pass the PCR test before traveling to Toronto this season. All players must also wear a mask during all indoor team activities aside from on-court work. Showering or actively eating or drinking in accordance with the CDC recommendations. That requirement will be removed if all players on a team are fully vaccinated and the team's facility and stadium are in a county where COVID-19 transmission is moderate or low. So I know sports people are asking me, Joel, what do you think about this? All right, this is what I think. And this is my personal opinion. And, y'all can like it or not. First and foremost, I think that you should give every player the choice if they feel comfortable or taking it or not. Okay? A lot of people have a lot of medical history. They don't gel well with a lot of these vaccines. We've seen it, we've heard it, we saw the science on it. Second of all, holding their pay is not fair. I mean, look at what they're doing to one of the players. I think Andre Wiggins put in because it's religious reasons. He doesn't want to get the vaccine, and they denied it. I think that we're doing too much on this issue. I mean, you're basically trying to tell these guys, hey, yeah, well, even if you go into the city and play with us to help us win a game or whatever, you can't be around this person. You got to be 6 feet away. You got to be on the other side of the locker room to change. And, it's just too much. And what it's gonna cause is these guys that are financially stable, been in the league for a while, gonna leave. They're gonna retire. Now, again, scientifically, supposedly, if you're vaccinated, you're supposed to be protected. I don't know all the particulars, and I'm not going down that road because, again, I don't want YouTube to deem me. But all the thing I can officially say about this situation is that I think they need to be a little bit more fair with these guys that don't believe in it. Now, the whole staying at the hotel, okay, that's fine. But now you can't even work out with the team. You can't do this, you can't do that. I mean, it's too much. It's too much. It's just too much. And I'm just saying, all you're doing is you're going to cause people to walk away. I just feel like that at the end of the day, if they don't feel like they don't want it, or they're not going to choose it, you can at least tell them to, hey, stay in the hotel room or whatever until game day. But when it comes to practices or whatever, hell, have them practice by themselves or have them practice with a few people. I don't know. But isolating them like that, you're not developing your player. You're harming the player. And that's just me. I mean, that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. But that's what they got out. I don't know if Kyrie is going to comply or not. He has been talking about if he ever got traded from the Brooklyn Nets, that he would retire. So he might just retire. Him and some other people. It's a possibility. So enough with that. We are going to go and check and see what else is going on with the Athletic. We're going to talk about NFL. And please, if you like this broadcast, please like and share. Please like and share, okay? Real talk, like and share. It helps with the broadcast, okay? Also, tell everybody about us. It definitely helps. So we're going to talk about Richard Sherman. Now, if y'all don't know who Richard Sherman is, he was last with the 49ers, trying to get another chip. And, he's decided that he wants to sign with the Buccaneers. Now, a lot of people are happy for him. And everything else. But people are talking about his age too. So let's see what I want to get that article pulled up. Now, personally, Brady reached out to him. It really did. Brady, and y'all got to understand something. Brady is the type of guy, he's good at working with people that have a rough outlook. You know what I'm saying? Have a rough start. And a lot of people are like, I don't know if he can help with the Bucks. Now I'm going to read an excerpt from Tampa Bay Sports Radio and everything else, and I'm gonna let y'all be the deciding factor on what y'all think he can bring. I mean, personally, I've always been a fan of Richard Sherman. I always thought Richard Sherman was talented. I always thought that Richard Sherman was one of the best safeties in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude is just mad talented. You don't find somebody like that. And he being a defensive prowess like he is, man, it may be a good thing with the injury riddled Tampa Bay right now, because they need something to not have them hit the wall when they have done so much work and success over there. Now, Pluto report that John Ladar called Ronnie and TCAS this morning to chat about how cornerback, not safety, cornerback, Richard Sherman could fit into Tampa Bay's defensive scheme. If the Bucks pass rush will figure things out in New England, and share his thoughts on the Brady versus Belichick debate. Now, this was a radio show. Now, you had some ESPN people say something. I mean, listen, man, I'm not going to sit here and act like that Richard Sherman is a young buck. Yes, in NFL years, he is older. Okay? He is older. But at the end of the day, he can do a lot for them. I mean, he's a 5-time Pro Bowler. He's in a better mindset. And I think he wants to prove to everybody that he still got that instinct to kill it. And sometimes, man, change is good. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you just need change. Maybe that will help out with his situation. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's all up to Richard. It's all what he can do and what he's feeling of. Now, hear what they said last week about him. It would boost the Bucks secondary. And everything else. Now, I don't know how much they actually paid him. I'm going to go back to that in a minute. But right now, I want to say they probably gave him a veteran minimum. Now, people was asking about how healthy it is. Because last 3 years, he had a ruptured right Achilles tendon in 2017. Then he had a minor off-season surgery on the left Achilles prior to the start of the 2018 season. In 2019, he was injury-free. Then one of the best years of Sherman's career. Then he got a calf injury that limited him to just 5 games last year. Okay? Now, injuries are such as life in the NFL, but impact the serious injuries such as these are expunctuated when you dealing with a player like Sherman, who's 33 years old. But Sherman has reportedly dropped 15 pounds, which puts him at his Seattle playing weight. Losing that much weight will go a long way in helping his recent ailments. There are also questions of game shape. How long would it take him to actually get his body prepared for a football game? There's little doubt that Sherman isn't keeping in shape, but it's a completely different animal once you put on the pads and get to work in between the hash marks, just as Rob Gronkowski. Sherman's health will go a long way in determining not only how much he makes in 2020, but whether or not a team even chooses to sign him. Then you got his legal situation with the 5 misdemeanors, the DUIs, you know. But he'll be affected on his own coverage. He'll be a physical press type of scheme, but it's opposite. He'll actually be doing a lot of be fitting in on that zone coverage, and he'll be able to man up on his assignments. So, pretty much to me, him being a tackler, I think he'll be a good asset to what the Bucs got going on. They need somebody in there to make it work. So I really think that this is a good move. I'm really thinking that this man is on the road to redemption. He know he had his demons. He knows that he got to deal with it. And like anybody else, I think he's ready to put in the work. I mean, that's just what it is. He's ready to put in the work, and he's not afraid to. So I'm rocking with old boy, man. I got to give him what his hand costs. All right, we're moving right along. And we're going to try to wrap this up here. Talk about the NFL. Let's go with the MLB, see what's going on right now. I know the playoffs is going on, which I'm trying to give y'all some news about that. And after that, we're going to have to shut this joint down. And I probably have to go on the MLB side tomorrow because it's not trying to show up. And I will make up for that tomorrow. But either way it goes, guys, because it's running slow tonight. Tell me what y'all think. I mean, I need to know from you guys' point of view. Where do you see this going with the NBA and the vaccine protocols? Do you see a lot of people going to leave the NBA and retire? Also, what do you see with the Bucs now signing Richard Sherman? Do you still think he got it? You still think he got that factor to be the man? Hey, man, y'all jump in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think. Please like, share, and subscribe. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. With that being said, this is All American Sports News. I'm out.